Today, we're diving into the hidden traps that can absolutely kill your real estate deal.
So what's the single biggest threat to your sale? Well, it's probably not what you're thinking.
See, most sellers get blindsided by issues buried deep in their own files. It always starts like this.
You're just 2 days from closing. You can almost taste the celebration. Then you get the email. Just 4 little words, but they're a silent crash that turns a sure thing into legal chaos. So what happened?
Let's look at the first culprit, the legal landmines hidden right in your tenant relationships.
The thing is, the Fair Housing Act applies to everyone, and, ignorance is no excuse.
You have to treat every single person the same. One slip-up isn't a warning, it's a lawsuit.
And that inconsistency, it creates these subtle traps that get owners sued every single day. It's rarely on purpose.
Every little exception you make sets a new rule, and that becomes ammunition for a future complaint.
And you have to follow both. Federal law sets the floor, but your state can always raise the ceiling.
Now, here's a trap almost no one sees coming. It's not a formal eviction, it's eviction by neglect.
A leaking roof or bad plumbing? A court can see that as you illegally forcing a tenant out. Okay, on to culprit number 2, the paperwork problem. This is where most deals really fall apart.
And the problem often starts with the very entity that owns the property, like your LLC.
A buyer shouldn't have to be a detective just to figure out who actually owns the place.
So how do you stop this from happening? Simple. You run a proactive audit. It's your pre-flight check.
First up, get your company's legal paperwork totally clean, current, and complete. No excuses.
Next, give your tenant policies a tune-up. Your goal here is to erase any hint of inconsistency. This isn't just about avoiding disaster. It's about making your property way more valuable to a buyer.
Because once a fair housing complaint goes on the public record, well, the damage is already done.
That one complaint is now visible to every buyer, broker, and bank. It scares people away.
The damage to your good name? That's permanent, and it can haunt all of your future deals.
Look, the law isn't the enemy. It's actually the instruction manual for running a successful business.
So, what about your filing cabinet? The secrets inside could mean a smooth close or a dead deal.